happens to people that have strokes. Good afternoon, this is Ranger Rob and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. And yes, it is kind of a sparkling day, but it's windy. So, and I got noisy puppies. And yeah, it's a few clouds and some blue sky, but the wind is blowing and it's actually kind of irritating. And it's a little bit cool. But it's actually been 2 weeks since I've done a video, and the reason being is we're busy. So we had Jaylyn down here, Sherry's sister, for a little bit less than a week, and stayed in our fifth wheel. And what we did is we thought we'd take a day off and meet Jaylyn in Vancouver, right above Portland, and we met at Ilani casino, and we also got a room there. So we decided just to have a day off, and I had some good friends of ours come and watch the farm for us for a day. So we're literally gone for a little bit more than 24 hours, and we had a really good time. So by the way, if you've ever been to Ilani, I'm probably not saying it right, but there was a lot of walking involved and stuff. So so I thought I'd start this video out a little bit on it's not supposed to be depressing. I just want to talk about what happens to people that have strokes. So if you haven't heard or watched our channel recently, 5 months ago I had a stroke, and believe me, it's different for everybody, but a lot of people can recover from them, or partially recover, or they don't recover at all, hardly. They could be affected by speech, motor skills, etc. I've been fortunate. I really haven't had too much trouble with speech. I have a little problem with recalling words, but the words are there, just don't spit them out as fast. But I wanted to talk about some of the things that people have gone through that have had strokes. And you know, obviously, like, I lost control of the whole right side of my body for a little bit, and so that was pretty scary. It's all come back. I have full use of my arm and stuff. I'm a little bit weak in my right leg, but it's coming along, thank God. And one of the things that have been helpful with that is I take physical therapy, and that has kind of activated some blank spots in, and that's a terminology I've used describing having a stroke, is certain portions of your motor skills or your leg. It just seemed like it shut off, like I didn't have control of certain motions of my leg, or just, it's hard to describe. But with the physical therapy, it's turned it back on, and now I just kind of have to learn how to control certain motions. So that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, is some of the things that stroke people go through that you probably don't realize. And obviously this is a homesteading channel, so I had concerns about going back to homesteading and my life and the whole thing, and because, you know, we raise pigs and stuff like that. So anyway, I kind of want to throw that into a video where normal life comes along, and you know, you hear people wanting to do homesteading and self-prepared and all that stuff. And there's other factors you got to keep in mind, whether your health will let you do it, and stuff like that. So when I had the stroke, I was lucky. I had St. Charles had a 3-week, what do you call it, therapy program at the hospital, where I had to stay there for 3 weeks, and to start getting my energy back, control of my arms and arm and leg, and mental. I was having a hard time reading. I was having a hard time reading emails, writing emails. All that stuff was just kind of out there. And so I just wanted to kind of say a lot of that stuff has all come back very slowly. So this, some stuff came back really fast. But other things it's taken a little while. And one of them is to get the last part of a walking down, where I can walk okay, but I can't walk very fast. And I worry about my balance. But I am, first of all, very grateful that I've come even this far. And yeah, so I've met some great doctors and learned a lot about what strokes are. And I wanted to just mention that a lot of people I didn't know anything about strokes, and nor did I think I'd ever get one. But here I am. So people have strokes from age 30 and younger all the way up to older ages. And I was 63 when I had my stroke, and I was feeling normal. I just didn't expect it, and just came along. So I definitely had to change my life, and my eating habits, all that stuff needed to be improved. And I have worked on that stuff. So I don't, I confess I was a smoker. Actually, I was a vapor, and I don't do that anymore. And we try real hard to eat better, but we're not neglecting enjoyable things either. So anyway, I wanted to talk about one of the main things that you'll hear is stroke victims, after you've had one, is you have, I don't know what the terminology would be, but you're constantly very tired. You get tired easy and fatigued. And so that's what happened to me on this vacation this week, is we did a lot of walking and a lot of going places, and gone to stores and shopping, all that. And towards the end of the week, I was just dragging, and we needed to work in the yard a little bit and all that, and I was just spent. And it's because of stroke fatigue, I guess they call it. I really needed to just sleep. So you'll find that stroke victims tend to get need a lot more sleep. And I don't know the total cause for that, but it does have something to do with healing a little bit, to get over the stroke itself. So, and it does help. I find that when I'm feeling good and rested, I feel like I'm getting on top of my my therapy, my physical therapy, and my mental attitude is better, and the whole works. So anyway, so that's one thing I wanted to kind of talk about, is you know, how we're coming along with after a stroke. And one is, it stays even after 5-6 months. That's been with me a lot, is having the fatigue of being tired. And I just thought I'd pass that on. So those people who've had strokes, or maybe looking at stories of people who've gone through it and stuff, that's a really big factor, is learning more about stroke fatigue. The other thing is balance. For me, I think it's getting better, but since so much time has gone by, you tend to be overcautious. So now I'm kind of like, I'm not very brave about going downstairs and all that stuff without holding on. And before the stroke, you know, you just go downstairs, upstairs, and step over things, no biggie. After you've had the stroke, you tend to think about all the places you're going or stepping or walking. And so that's another factor of my life that's changed, but is improving also. And by the way, to say, and it's very frustrating with a stroke, is that some stuff really takes a long time to recover, like the walking, and I don't know how long the fatigueness it will last, but it's been 5 to 6 months, and so I'm hearing a lot of stuff could take up to a year before it improves. So learning patience is definitely big for people in the stroke. And if you're dealing with somebody who's had stroke, to be patient with them and give them extra time for recovery, because it's just part of it. Speech, I was fortunate, I didn't really lose my speech, but I had a lack of your vocabulary slows down, and bringing words to the front is sometimes difficult, but it gets better and better over time. So anyway, I wanted to pass those kind of things on to people that have dealt with stroke victims or have stroke in their family, or I don't know, I just want to share that you're not alone, and there's some strangeness to it. I can't describe it, but I hope that some of this video has showed you that some of this stuff mystifies you a little bit. At the same time, you need to be patient during your recovery. I thought it was important to give you an update on my stroke and how we're dealing with it. And my wife has been very understanding. Like this week, I told you I was so tired, and my wife truly understands when I'm definitely fatigued and tired, and gave me the space I needed to get caught up. And yeah. So anyway, so being a partner is important, to be patient and understanding, and as a victim to understand you need time to heal, and you need to make sure and give you that, be patient with yourself, and it will come.